Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you pack it up. You shackle by thoughts and memories that's adding up. Like overseas, you feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed.
How did he catch that?
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champions.
I've got out of play count. It's different.
The Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Sunday night primetime. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll take that 14 yards on play number 1.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta football 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Stop this nigga.
21 yards and a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
No.
That A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because
That should have been a pick.
control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That boy should do it one day.
It's enough to set him up 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive. Establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our
What
conversation?
fucking league you playing?
One of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4.
Damn it, boy.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now they send a man in motion right. They give it off here to the tight end.
Why are we moving? Why the fuck you move across the fucking field?
Foster Moreau taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are on the first here in the Super Bowl. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Oh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
First game against Ohio State is nuts, though.
kicking return set up here.
So you play all 3 games?
Solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Looking to put a drive together.
I cannot play defense on college, but I ain't even figured it out yet. Cause this nigga fucking suck. I just can't intercept the ball. You just throwing shit. I just can't do nothing.
This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this
That's
magnitude.
reeling and Eddie again?
Yeah, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? Maybe the better question, CD, what do you think of the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Yes, sir.
To throw, it's Williams. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
What?
They envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings them
Boy, get the fuck out of here.
Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. Johnson on the return. A nice return there. Mitigate a good punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Oh, that shit trash. That shit don't make sense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, they start to creep up. Start to pressure receivers. Now you go over the top. Take it deep. Now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Operating
from the gun, Howard. And it is caught. And he has a big gain inside.
And of course it's snowing. It's fucking snowing.
Big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's fucking snowing.
Motion man left is Kirk. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
Drop you.
Brings up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it,
Why
it
did
won't
they
be
gonna
his
play
last
you, though?
chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Yep.
On the give, it's Warren. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And we are back, Super Bowl 61. Thanks for joining us, everybody, nationwide and around the globe as both teams get set to begin the 2nd quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The first carry now, this is Johnson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter.
No, what?
I can't even see.
Not even touching the fucking buttons.
From distance, but he couldn't work it back in.
Me neither. I'm just looking at the fucking goalpost.
Down here, so hold on.
Boy, this shit crazy.
Oh, this shit's so fucking trash.
Ain't no deep balls this game. Ain't no deep balls this game.
Damn, man.
The fuck he come from? They ran up his beach.
Oh boy, this gun is just gonna give it to him.
The Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
And
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Doesn't matter whether it's zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Here comes third and about a foot.
I can't even see.
To throw.
Like
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the couch, but to carry over their practice rope to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I can't even see the goalpost. Shit.
Looking to throw is Williams. As pressure too much here. He's going down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring out second.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the
What the fuck is the computer doing?
surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
That's how you feel.
To the air, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding? I'm out of the pocket. How do I get holding out of the pocket?
They like the results of the play.
Oh, that shit's stupid, boy.
Let them stand.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself.
Where are you going?
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league.
Oh, you gotta fuck, you missed it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Warren. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, I can't see,
2
boy.
minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
I can't see, boy.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long.
Oh, man, Josh Allen.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Taken at about the 16. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go play action here with Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Williams going to look to do it again. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was dead not picked off.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Unfortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
This is 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But there's ever a chance to regroup. It's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That's the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 56 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Oh, get out of here.
And he's not going to get in as a try for two comes up empty. So they will
Where the fuck is the blocker at, man?
as the differential remains 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
No fucking players.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Now Howard from the gun, he'll throw. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Oh, shit.
On the run, it's Warren. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end flying move right side.
You were in the flats because of that play. Come on, man. Play your fucking spot.
A short yardage situation here for second down. Operating from the gun. Howard. Pitching catch to Moreau, the tight end.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 1. Back to throw. Howard will try to pick it up himself. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, How about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They'll run it one. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Operating from the gun. Howard. And it's caught. And the Steelers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Slip. Got me slip.
Offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Totally bumped it.
On the gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
I missed that bitch. That's crazy.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Wow.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Williams now from the gun on 3rd down. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
dish for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops them short, bringing up a fourth down.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. And that'll do it for the third quarter of Super Bowl 61. The culmination of the season and the crowning of a champion after the fourth quarter, which is coming up next. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down.
Yep.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
Okay. Do you want me to go run all the time?
You got some moves you beat. You drop everything. I said you drop everything else.
I didn't drop the just sort of see if you want me to do
Okay.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now, really hoping for a turnover.
Thank you.
51 yards on the punt there.
Yo. Yeah. Yeah, because he got caught cheating and feel like you done cheated all game. Now you want to make up excuses to punt the ball back. I'm good.